I was tagged at the same time that I was tagging Robbie over at Frekifitwolf plus Joan's Pointed Plate. I told Joan over at Joan's Pointed Plate I'd kind of like to see her whole family do the tag. I know that mine was a little bit more on the serious side. This is just a fun tag. I love fun tags too. And I hopefully I didn't depress anybody with my tag, but it was just kind of like, maybe you think. That's why I did it. So, but this is a fun tag, and I'm going to tag Sue over at Sue Slims Down, Ange, the brat, over at SMAC Vision, and Carrie over at Weight Watchers with Carrie. So those are the 3 people I'm going to tag. I'm going to leave a link down below to both Robbie's and Joan's channel so you can go over there and see how they did on the tag. The first question, what is one of your favorite ways to spend a Saturday? Well, Saturday is my weigh-in day, and that's my weekly point day. That I get all my weekly points. I try to stay in check on Saturdays because on Sundays my daughter usually, with all this going on, she doesn't come over on Sundays anymore. But on Sundays we usually got carry out, so I used my points on Sunday. Saturdays I just I like to do my meeting highlights that I do every Saturday. I like to get them up before noon. My meeting in the morning is at 9 o'clock, so I get home about 10:30, and then I do my highlight video, and I just try to stay on track and just hang around the house, catch up on videos that I missed during the week. Number 2 is list your top 3 favorite TV shows. Well, my all-time favorite is Survivor. I love Survivor. I would never be able to compete on Survivor because the tribe would get rid of me on day 1 because I need to eat my bananas and my fruits and my berries, and they're very slim pickings there. But my number 1 would be Survivor. My number 2, which just had the finale last night, was This Is Us. This is my other second favorite show. I don't like to miss that show. I'm kind of, I don't know, not disappointed. Sad, I guess, is because they're not filming their new season yet. Usually they take a couple weeks off and then they get back to filming, and so that I don't see that the new season's going to premiere on time. And they kind of leave you hanging, which is the point. They want you to come back for more. And then my third one would be A Million Things. Is it A Million? Yeah, A Million Things. And I always confuse that with the title of that book title, A Million Pieces. But A Million Things. I like that show because it's just, I like that one. I just do. And you know what? Along with, there's so many other ones that I do like. And so anyway. Number 3, would you rather be in pictures or take them? Well, I'm a movie star. I want to be in pictures. No. You know what? There was a time when I didn't really like to be in pictures. But then as I'm looking for pictures of my mom, especially my dad. My dad, we got so many like that. Because my dad always put his hand up. He never wanted to get his picture taken. And I just want... I try to get in as many pictures as I can now. I don't care what I look like. I think I'm looking better. But... I'm kind of sad that I don't have pictures of me when I was bigger so I could see how far I really have come. And I have come a long way, I know that. But my biggest regret is that I didn't get in more pictures. I don't take the greatest pictures. Anyway. So either one, I guess. Number 4, why do you vlog? My sister started the channel actually because it was Let's Get Fit. And she did it just to keep herself on track with her weight loss. And then she had me come and make appearances like once a week. And then she got tired of it, and I thought, well, I'm going to take over. And I agree with Joan that it makes you really think and makes you stay aware of if you're going to put food in your mouth. And I like to share my journey, and I'd like to show that it's a struggle. And I also like to show that even if you're my age, you can still lose weight. Granted, it's a little bit slower. And I know I offend sometimes. I offend younger people because it's just as hard for them. And I understand the concept of losing weight is harder no matter what your age. It really is harder no matter what your age is. But hard rather, not harder. It's hard no matter what your age because you got to get past the psychological aspect of it. But it's just a proven fact that the older you are, the metabolism's slower and it takes you a little bit longer to lose your weight. Not to say that it's easier, but it takes you a little bit longer. But anyway, in a nutshell, I like to vlog because it keeps me honest. Number 5, share 5 websites that you visit regularly. well, Google is my number one choice because in the morning, what my habit is when I get up in the morning, I just lay in bed for probably about an hour, which is like a lazy ass, I know that. But I lay in the bed for about an hour and I go on Google and I read all the news that's going on in the world. I did that even before all of this happened. It's just I'm a news, kind of like a news junkie. And so I like to read the news. So Google is my number one. And then my second one is I go to YouTube because I want to see which one of my friends have posted a video and wonder which ones I'm going to watch first and, you know, all of that good stuff. My third one would be Facebook because that's my third choice. I go to my third choice. I go to that and see that. And then what other one? Well, I go to my bank because I want to make sure nobody's checked into my bank account because I was hacked at one point in my life, and it was like a pain to get everything back running and your credit straightened around and all of that. So at that time, I wasn't really paying that much attention to my banking and things like that, and so it was going on for a while before I noticed it. No more. You know, bite me once, you know, what was it? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. No, I'm not gonna get caught up in that again. So that's my fourth, right? Facebook, Google. Oh, and Canvas or Canva. I go on there to make my little thumbnails for my my videos each day. So those would be my five. Number six, if you could have if you could have lunch with one person from your Twitter list, who would it be? I don't have Twitter. I've never had Twitter. So I do have an Instagram, which I very, very, very rarely go on. So I wouldn't tell you that I would know. But if I could have lunch with one person from your Twitter list, or yeah, I think she changed it. Tracy changed because Tracy from Trials of a Long Hair Girl is the one that originated this. I think that she said to use anything. I don't know, like I'd like to get a whole group of YouTubers together in like one spot, which I know we can't do now because of the social distancing. But just have lunch, have a big banquet lunch thing, and just go from table to table to table to visit everybody. That would be my dream. List a few of your favorite snacks. Well, snacks implies that it's just something small. This girl don't do anything small. My all-time favorite, which everybody knows, is a Suzy Q. It's a good Suzy Q. Frozen, right from the package, a little bit day old, 2-day old, 3-day old, a week old. I don't care. I love a good Suzy Q. But right now, my favorite snacks is I like to have pretzel rods or nuts or granola bars. I'm not too much on the protein bars. I'll eat them once in a while, but like to me, there's always so much sugar in it. You might as well have a candy bar, which I know is more points. But so I just avoid them. And one of my favorite ones is Chuckles. I'm sitting this here because this is going to be my Easter basket. Just waiting for my Chuckles because I was going to eat them before Lent started, and I set them there and I forgot about them. And then Ash Wednesday came about and I gave up sweets for Lent. So Easter morning, I'm going to have my Chuckles. Number 8, do you have a pet? If so, what kind? I don't have a pet right now. I am at one point in my life going to have 2 cats. I'm going to have a black cat and a gray cat. Oh, I'm going to have a black and white cat, actually. A black and white cat and a gray cat. And I'm going to call them Smokey and the Bandit. Smokey and Bandit. Those are the 2 cats. And Jim wants to get a dog, and he wants to name him Ask Him. So if anybody asks what your dog's name is, he'll say, Ask Him. I don't think that I would do that. I would probably come up with, like, my girlfriend has a dog, and she calls him Brian. I think I would have, like, a regular name like that. We had a pet named Riley that Jim had got as a hunting dog, which is a joke in the family because the dog was never a hunting dog. But we paid a lot of money for this dog so that we could have a dog. And I remember I came home at lunchtime every day to feed him and, cuddle with him and things like that just to acclimate him to being around humans. And when we had to put him down, it was the hardest. It was really hard. And we had a cat called Minnie Moo at the same time. We had a dog, and the dog, Riley, was 13 when we put him down. And we put Minnie Moo down the same day because Minnie Moo was actually, they both got sick at the same time. I think they did it as like a pack together. Like, if we're going to go, we're going to go together kind of a thing, because they did everything together. You wouldn't have, dogs and cats usually don't get along, but these two got along really well. And they slept together, and they were just they were like, I think, husband and wife, really, because they did everything together. But when we put them down, it was the hard day, and I haven't had a pet since, because I just remember how hard that day was. It was just so hard for me. It was like losing a family member. But at some point in my life, I know I'm going to have another pet. Long story short, I know if you follow me for a while, I can never just get right to the point. Number 9, which 3 material possessions would you struggle to live without? My phone. Jim will tell you that right off. Phone. If I didn't have my phone, I get all my news on the phone. I mean, not all of it. I watch some of it on TV, but for the most part, I get all my news on the phone. I have my music on my phone. I have my blogs that I watch on my phone. I watch YouTube videos sometimes on my phone. I'm constantly playing games on my phone. So my phone, obviously, number 1. Number 2 would be my TV, because I got to watch my YouTube videos on the TV. What I do is I watch the YouTube videos on TV, and then I make the comments on my phone, and I make like little notes sometimes, because if I'm running somebody else's video, because I always watch all the ads. So if they're on TV and they're on my app, I don't know how that throws off their analytics though, but I do watch all of the videos. And oh, they got to come up with 3. Oh, my iPad. I do a lot of stuff on my iPad, so obviously electronics. I am not savvy with electronics, but I have to have these 3 things. And number 10, what is your favorite drink? My all-time favorite drink is a Coca-Cola. Love Coca-Cola. I haven't had a pop. I couldn't even tell you the last time I had a pop. It's been a long time. And when I go back, because I know I'll go back to drinking pop. I know I will, which is unfortunate, but I will. The first couple times I drink it, it's nasty. But then in the back of my mind, I have a memory of, you know what? I know it doesn't taste really well now, but it'll taste better. Because that's like if you drink like hard liquor, it kind of leaves a taste in your mouth, and you think, why do I want to drink that? But then you think, oh, this tastes pretty good. My favorite alcoholic drink, which I can't drink, is vodka. Know how to start, don't know how to stop. So we just don't start. But anyway, I was thinking of a story, but I can't tell it about my vodka. But anyway, I can tell part of it. On my one birthday, we had gone out from work. We had gone out after to the bar. And my drink when I was drinking was a double shot of vodka with the orange juice on the side, because I didn't want to waste the vodka in an orange juice drink, but I like to drink the orange juice on the side. So we had got to the bar late, and I was ordering double shot of vodka with orange juice on the side, and the waitress misunderstood what I was saying. She said she was bringing me a double shot of vodka with a double shot of vodka with orange juice, a double shot of Screwdriver. So when I was thinking I was just drinking 2 drinks, I was actually drinking 4 drinks. And this went on for quite some time. And then at some point I got, I'm a happy drunk, which is probably annoying. But, and I never really got drunk. To be honest with you, I never got drunk. My system always could tolerate it, but I did silly things. And since it was my birthday, I went up to the bar and I would like smack people and say, it's my birthday, buy me a drink. And then they look at me and I go, you're not going to buy me a drink? And then I'd order a drink from the bartender and tell them to put it on their tab. Well, unfortunately, most men, and I'm not classifying all men, but most men just would be too embarrassed to say that they let a woman get the better of them. So they always just bought my drink. I was like slammed. And that was the only day I ever woke up the next day with a hangover. Well, actually, I didn't wake up the next day with a hangover. I woke up still drunk. But that was years ago. That was for my 39th birthday. And after that, I realized that was really the last time I had a drink, now that I'm thinking about it. Because I realized that, you know, you can start, Sandy, but you don't know how to stop, so let's just not start. So I just don't. I can have an occasional glass of wine or something, and now I'm just rambling. Anyway, I wanted to thank Robbie over at Frekifitwolf and Joan at Joan's Pointed Plate for tagging me in this video. Once again, I'm going to tag Seuss at Seuss Slims Down, Angela over at SMAC Vision, and Carrie at Weight Watchers with Carrie. I'll leave links to Robbie's and Joan's channel down below, and I'll leave the questions. And if you want to do it, please do it. If you do it, let me know, and I'll share your link. And thanks for having the fun tag. I'm sorry I went on for so long, but, you know, if you know me, you know I don't shut up ever. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit that like button, and share it. So I'll talk to you guys on my daily vlog. Hopefully you'll come over. You'll subscribe, and you'll come and see me on my daily vlog. Or Saturdays for my Weight Watchers meeting highlights. So, okay, I'll talk to you guys on my next tag.